What's good? This is Joseph 3 Banks for Running the Comics. I know it's been a while. I'm sitting here, kids eating there. See? Kids eating their snacks.
Hi.
I haven't done a video in a while, so I thought I would do a video. And basically, since comic shops are not really selling their comics now because of the coronavirus or COVID-19, no new comics come out, so you won't see any hauls. They really stopped it I think last week was the first week of no new comics, which was was April the 1st, I believe. So I want to do something different. So with Run the Comics, I'm going to start showcasing some of my favorite artists, writers, either the interiors, also cover artists, and other topics which I have always wanted to do about comics but haven't gotten a chance to do. So but this wanted to show my I have a book which I show off, and this is Red Mother #1, the Virgin variant. It's a very interesting book, really dope book. I kind of like how it's going. So I'm gonna hopefully see how the story pans out, but the first issue was very dope. So the first artist I want to talk about for Run the Comics is going to be Stanley Artgerm Lau. So we're going to go through some of his books. This is his Aero #1, which is really dope, with a new character they brought about after that particular event. I forgot the name of it. I think it's about the War of the Realms. Yeah, and had some new characters come out, so they had a bunch of Asian characters come out. So here's Aero. Also, we have RWBY #2 with RWBY on the cover. Really dope cover. I think his style really showcases with this one. Does some really his line work. Of course, I always like anime characters, so that's Artgerm for you. Here's X-Men #1 with Marvel Girl, which a lot of people wondering why they went back to the old costume of hers. Kind of wondering the same thing. I think Hickman probably just likes that costume and just want to use it, but this is one of the most beautiful of his books. I really like this one. Really, you can tell the books which he takes his time on, ones he don't. And speaking of ones he don't, of all these books, this is my least favorite. This is New Mutants #1 variant, and it's just all right. I think he tries to switch it up. This has more of a not anime, but more of a comic feel than his others, which have more of a painterly feel. But that's one of his covers, which it's not my favorite, but it's okay. Here's Black Cat #1, really dope cover. My lighting is hitting it, but I like the black side really pop. But this is really dope book that he put out. The book is all right. I forgot what issue they're up to now, but I have issue #1. I don't think I have any other issues of Black Cat, but that was a very dope cover. I have 2 of these. This is Black Panther #1 with Shuri on the cover. This is a beautiful book, and I'm glad that I was able to find it. Actually found it, I think one place I found it at a convention, I believe. Oh no, it was Free Comic Book Day. I found it. Got it for like $1, I believe. So I found that, and I found another place too. So it's really dope of seeing Shuri on the cover, illustrated by Artgerm. You see how the blackbirds, she kind of able to transform back and forth like that. We have Absolute Carnage #1, one of the few covers that he'll do that is not a woman. So, but it's a symbiote, so really don't consider it a guy, but this is Carnage, but so this is Carnage, which, as you know, the new movie for the new Venom movie is going to feature Carnage whenever that comes out, because all the movie theaters are closed. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But that is a really dope. I like how he did the symbiote. And speaking of symbiote, here is Venom and Carnage's sister, Scream. This is Scream Curse of Carnage #1, which is a very dope. How the eyes just pop out being so white, but it's just an interesting pose for the character. Very menacing, but Artgerm, like I said, you can tell when he really takes his time with his covers. Here we have whoa. as you can see, I had everything held up by some of that spring water. So, you know, we gotta do this all live. Year of the Villain, #1 with Cheetah on the cover. And of course, this bottle is not as heavy, so I'll put some of these down, start back over. There we go. Year of the Villain, #1. Really dope. This book has been selling for like $10 all over the place, but I found it for way less. Glad that I have, but it's really dope. I really want the other one too of Lex Luthor, but that'll come later. And these last two books, Catwoman #12, which is one of the most beautiful covers of his. I like how they have the little vintage Batman and Robin hands pulling the cover. Then have the Cheetah character, some kind of a homage. Catwoman, not Cheetah. Still saying Cheetah. Catwoman outfit from kind of a vintage outfit. But that is a really dope cover. Now this one, I know my lighting is very dark here, so this one's gonna show off really dark, and that's for Catwoman #15, kind of like that Michelle Pfeiffer look. And it's on the light. Yeah, you can kind of see it. This is a real dope cover. Let me take this. Let's see it with the light. So it's really dope cover. Artgerm. I wasn't really into his books. I think the first book of his that I got was the Black Panther book. Then I started looking at some of his previous works, and basically everything from the Black Panther, which I think this is the first Artgerm cover that I actually had. So I used to see his work, especially his Supergirl run. When he did the Supergirl run, he was doing variants for her. I don't know if he was doing the variants or he was doing the main cover, but I didn't get any of those Supergirl books. I think this is the first one I got, and it just stood out to me. Because you don't see him doing a lot of African American characters, or a lot of comics, not that many characters, but really to see him and the way he has come to age of his style. Now he has others who are kind of following his footsteps, like Chew and some others whose styles are very similar. I think they were probably mentored by him and whatnot, but to see how he has fostered other people who have that kind of anime manga style, which I think that New Mutants have more of a manga style to it, is really showcasing his strengths, especially when drawing female characters. But he has a style that is fit for manga, Japanese manga. So, like I said, this was my book for today, which I don't know the artist's name. I may put it up here, but this is all about Stanley Artgerm Lau, my cover artist of this episode of Run the Comics. So I hope you dig this episode. Share, like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want notifications of when I drop videos. And I will be dropping more videos on artists that I dig. And I am starting off with cover artists. And this one is Stanley Artgerm Lau. And for Run the Comics, this is Joseph 3 Banks. Don't want to end on that one. Here we go. And I'm out. Grace and peace.